welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And I'm Carter Glasscock.
And today we are so pleased to be joined by stand-up comedian and the pride of Hendersonville, Tennessee. It is our buddy
Shane Bianchi.
What's up, Shane? How are ya?
I don't know if I'm the pride of Hendersonville. I mean, Johnny Cash lived there.
Oh, man.
Is he from there, though?
No, he's not from
He's from
there.
Dias, Arkansas.
You were born in that town?
Yeah.
It's like where a lot of country stars lived out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's kind of what it's known for. It's everybody's, once you make it big in Nashville, you buy some land out in Hendersonville on the lake out there.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, man, well, thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited to have you. And I wanted to start this off by shouting out our friend Straight Edge Jesse out in Lancaster, California. A few weeks ago, we officially entered the powdered era of the ungodly concoction. Sam and I attended a Dodgers game and got down on some energy powders, didn't we?
Yeah, Rivers brought energy drink powder to the game, which is legal. He didn't even have to smuggle it in.
I was saying, did you just put it in the thing?
They just let me, yeah.
Well, Dodger Stadium is cool. You can bring prepackaged snacks and water and stuff in there, so you don't have to buy an $8 bottle of Smart Water.
I didn't know you could bring food.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that kind of changes the game up.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a loser, go there and not eat nachos out of a baseball hat.
I'll have 1 2-foot-long hot dog, and then the rest of the fucking...
I had one, and it made me feel like fucking shit.
Yeah,
later.
how is that at all? Like, it's like one of the... You gotta have a dog while you're here. It's like, this is a fucking gas station dog.
It's just a classic, like, baseball thing. Get some Cracker Jacks. And you get it. And you're like, oh, this is why I never eat Cracker Jacks outside of a baseball stadium.
Get 3 42-ounce beers at $30 each.
It's an excuse to get a fucking Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
How often can you buy Dippin' Dots from a guy directly, not out of a machine?
Wish they had like carne asada tacos or something like that. You gotta expand your horizons.
They have the food situation is so stupid because they have different booths that have different food.
Right, yeah. They have like a Bloodso's stand, right?
So yeah, you have to. I don't know if they have that there. Do they?
Well, I don't know about that. They got Shake Shack inside Dodger Stadium.
Shack.
Yeah.
They got
most overrated burger in the world.
Ooh, shots fired.
Damn.
Shots fired.
It's too expensive. It's like $20.
Yeah,
It's probably at the game. It's even more.
Oh, I'm sure it's fucking 50 at the game. Luke walked all the way to the other side of the damn stadium to get a Shake Shack burger.
Yeah, he missed several innings. I missed almost an entire inning waiting for soft serve with churros in it.
Oh, yeah,
behind two annoying women. They're trying to, in line with their kids who wanted the ice cream, they started trying to tell their kids, like, oh, kids, you don't actually want this ice cream.
What? Trying to talk them out of it?
And the kid was like, yeah, I want ice cream. And she's like, you know, it's just going to be ice cream. And I was thinking in my head, like, every time you eat ice cream, it's just ice cream.
I was saying, I don't think the kid's thinking further than that. Yeah,
they just want ice cream. There's no... Quit trying to gaslight your kids.
It's not going to make you happy.
Yeah, I'd be so pissed if it wasn't ice cream. Like, this isn't even ice cream.
This is sour cream. This is just cold sour cream.
It was a fun game, though.
Yeah, we won.
We were in the sun for like the first hour. Hardcore. It sucked.
But yeah, so Jesse sent us some Glitch pre-workout.
Dude, pre-workout's dangerous.
So
this shit's dangerous.
Let's take it right now.
I used to drink this before watching UFC and then pace.
Start doing
I think we
push-ups.
probably are.
Shane.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Hell yeah.
That lady doth protest too much.
So Jesse said he apparently won a year's supply of this stuff.
Well, if it kills you, you know,
keep
then
sending
it's a
it.
lifetime.
Keep
it's a
sending
year.
it this way.
Well, you're shorter lifetime.
So I am currently doing full-on Tom Cruise cocktail maneuvers with this shaker.
Impressive, yeah.
Yeah, look at it. It's flipping around. It's fucking wild. All right. So, yeah, this particular flavor, by the way, of Glitch, this is Cosmic Candy.
The logo looks like it's a furry company.
Well, here's the weird thing is that this is specifically branded as, like, gaming energy. Like, that's what it looks
says
like on their thing.
Kratom? Is that like what the branding is similar
I don't
to?
think you know how to pronounce kratom.
Kratom?
Yeah.
It used to be called Kratom back in high school. It's Kratom.
I went to Kratom High School. Glitch is based, by the way, out of Zephyr Hills, Florida, which is just a little bit northeast of Tampa. And the city is the headquarters of Zephyr Hills Bottled Water, which I've actually heard of. And it's also the hometown of Prince Iakea from World Championship Wrestling, who they gave him a championship because he kind of looks like The Rock.
Is this like a geography podcast?
Oh, it's a little bit of everything.
It's good to know where things are.
You'll leave this podcast not really knowing what this is. They just kind of
I don't know what this is, but I know what's true about cities that don't matter.
Yeah.
And where they're near.
Yeah. Their website does
And which
have
wrestlers from there.
I mean, hey, I looked up famous people from there, and that was the only notable person from Zephyr Hills. I mean, there was a bunch of baseball players, but I don't know anything about that.
that child
There's like Nolan Ryan and Babe Ruth and shit. Like, who cares?
Yeah, the guy who invented baseball was born here.
Abner Doubleday. See, I know other stuff.
Wow, that's who invented baseball, huh?
So,
That sounds like a made up.
It is. It's apocryphal. The guy probably the baseball is like just adapted from the English game of rounders.
If anyone called me apocryphal, I'll be pissed.
Whoa, he's pouring this shit up proper.
Oh, yeah.
It's blue, so I'm inclined to think it'll taste okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna taste blue.
Doesn't laundry detergent, isn't that blue?
Yeah, so it's antifreeze.
It could be a powdered laundry detergent.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna watch Rivers drink it first.
Oh shit! I love it.
It's in his mustache. So
I love it. No,
It's not the only thing in there.
No. The website, by the way, has a typo. It says Glitch's Deliscus formula comes in many tasty flavors. Expect a silky smooth chocolate ride without worrying about bitter aftertaste.
It smells. It fucking smells. I shouldn't have smelled it first.
Yeah.
It's a very...
It smells
It's
like
not
a.
supposed to smell bad.
I was gonna say it smells like a car that's been rained in.
Yeah, I kind of chugged it, and now I feel weird.
Dude,
Yeah,
once,
that's the
once
thing.
you
I've
smell
had-
it and then you taste it, then
I've had energy drink powder before, and it just smells like an energy drink. I still haven't even touched the glass this is in.
Yeah.
Skeptical.
I kind of fucking
And you
hate
did
it.
heroin. You're like, I'm not fucking with this shit.
I did heroin, and I don't even want to try this. I got really high before this podcast. And I'm paranoid that some guy's trying
Damn.
to poison me for my opinions about.
Damn, when did you start smoking? 8 a.m.?
Now, hell, you think I was awake at 8 a.m.?
Somebody told me you were doing dabs at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
They came by and you were doing dabs.
Yeah, but I was up that early that one day. Dan just was trying to brag about knowing me.
This is.
I did think he was a lot cooler after he said, I hung out with Sam.
Yeah.
I hung out with Sam and he made me uncomfortable.
He like woke up off the couch and he saw you ripping a dab or something.
He came over there early to meet Cooper to go, I don't know.
Kiss.
Yeah, do something.
He's like,
Just like Punch Drunk Love, like as soon as like the door swings open and then they both kiss.
I didn't want to
yeah,
be
no.
the one
They
to
schedule
say.
their kissing for 9:10 every morning.
They thought no one would be around to see. Gotcha.
Little do they know, Sam has his dab scheduled for 9:09.
You get up at 8:45 so you can put on pants so you can go rip dabs while with pants on.
While watching your roommate kiss a guy, you know.
All this probably means is I fell asleep at midnight instead of 4 in the morning like last night.
All right.
But
Oh
sometimes
damn! You
go
fall
on a-
asleep at 4 in the morning.
well,
you ain't an 8 a.m. guy.
Sometimes you go
like
on
my
a
ass.
hot fucking Fortnite streak, and you're like, "How can I stop when I'm so in the zone right now?"
I hear you.
A lot of people are saying you're really good at Fortnite.
Just me. No one.
This me.
just me. I don't know, man.
A lot of people are saying that.
You won't download it and play with me, so you don't know.
I played it one time on our short-lived stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fun. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know if I could.
Yeah.
I've watched people play it, but
I like that we
People get competitive.
all three of us on the stream had a mental health crisis around the same time.
Yeah. Shane's talking about the stream me and him were doing with Terrence, and then Shane went crazy, and then Terrence went crazy.
And then Sam's just stay crazy.
Then I
cursed
just was
stream.
I was just baseline crazy the entire time.
well, you should have had some gaming energy, perhaps.
Well,
Yeah.
then, and then an open mic got started at the same time where I do the stream, and now it's like I got to get that stage time.
Yeah.
This is true.
I smelled it and then I drank it. And
Yeah.
it was like fucking.
Yeah.
I should have just gone for it like you and Shane did, but like
I tossed it down, and I got to say,
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
could feel it kicking.
I loved it, and it was disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I feel. That is a
Yeah.
perfect description.
like if
Yeah,
someone
you guys ever drink Steel Reserve?
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my friends would had like a 12-pack of that, and then sometimes we'd get drunk and then have a contest to see who could finish one of those. And no one ever could.
Dude, it was like Sparks.
Dude,
it was like,
it
how were
was-
those legal? Like, they were
Yeah.
like fucking. It was it's malt liquor, right? It was basically just.
Pretty
It's
much,
high gravity.
Yeah.
high gravity. Yeah, that's right.
The first time,
Dude, it's so sugary. It's the only beer I could never chug.
yeah.
It's so it would make me puke.
Is it sugary? I just remember it being like
Yeah.
the fucking foulest, like
It's foul
Yeah,
and
it's like it
sugary.
tasted like someone ashed an entire pack of cigarettes into it.
into
It's
a
like-
hot beer.
I don't
Yeah.
remember it
Cooled
being too
down.
fucking. I remember it. I liked
Just
it.
tasted
I
like
liked
sugar.
the taste.
Yeah.
You might have got
was-
one of
it
the
was-
flavored ones.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. I got
Yeah.
one of the original
It's
ones.
the original.
It tastes like syrupy sewer water.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My the first time I had Steel Reserve, I was camping with my dad and my two and my two uncles, and I think I was 18. I was like it just started college, and we went down to one of the springs in Florida, and we're camping, and I couldn't buy beer yet, but my uncle was like, "Hey, let's go get some beer." I'm like, "Oh, cool, hell yeah!" So we
Yeah.
go to the market, and he's got like a fucking case of something normal, like if it was Coors Light or whatever, and I saw him with it, and I was like, "I'm gonna go grab chips or whatever," and so I get the chips, and then we get back to the car, and he's got two 6-packs of Steel Reserve, and he goes, "Yeah, it's double the alcohol, and it's cheaper." Because my family is incredibly cheap.
Yeah.
So that was his thing, is he was like, "Oh, well, this is obviously going to be better." And then we figured out quickly, like, "Oh, this is malt liquor. This is
Yeah.
fucking disgusting." So
That is some uncle ass beer to buy.
yeah. It's
Right before
actually
he passed out, I was like, "You're old enough to get drafted. You're old enough to have a Steel Reserve."
Yeah,
with you."
Yeah. He's like, I got friends from Lynn syndrome. I got all my limbs.
yeah.
I'm the first guy that's happened to.
And he had Perotti cigars too. I remember the cheapest, shittiest.
Hell yeah.
They're like one step below. Like,
You guys ever smoke cigars on the podcast?
No, God.
No.
ugh.
No?
Oh, actually, yes. I
hit
take that back. Yes, I have at Smoker's Abbey with Ben Sawyer.
Oh, okay.
So-
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he fucking loves cigars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I can't hang out in that place for that long. But the man offered
We
me a
used to do
cigar, so I took
like
it.
a mic in that place, right? Remember, like there was a show at Smoker's Abbey.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a mic.
there's still a
Yeah.
show at Smoker
Yeah, yeah.
Joker's Abbey. I did it last year, and knowing I was going to be in that bar for a while, I brought like a trash bag to just put all my fucking clothes in because it was going to stink up the car.
I don't
'Cause-
get people like you there. Like, I'm going to go in a smoky bar, and I'm also I hate that my clothes are going to smell bad.
Yeah, I mean it's gross.
It is gross.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't get you
cigar
guys.
is like
Cigar
a special,
especially,
Well,
yeah.
Shane grew up in a smoking household. He
No,
says he
I
likes.
didn't.
You say you like the smell of cigarettes, though.
I just grew up around people that smoked, so I didn't have my dad smoked, but he quit really early on.
Yeah.
I just grew around a gross household, so anything gross, I'm like, hell yeah.
This smells like sweat. Fuck
yeah. It smells like mice. Hell yeah.
Yum 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 yum.
Yeah, when Johnny Cash would come over, he'd
Yeah.
be like, hey, bet. Johnny Cash, my house is just like this.
You mind if I blow smoke on this baby?
I get the gnarly smell you're talking about
Yeah.
because it smells like throw up. Smell that? It smells like throw up.
Yeah,
Let me smell that
It really did smell like vomit. Or like sweat.
Oh, yeah, now I smell the vomit.
Yeah, it smells like vomit.
Yeah.
It's very citrusy and acidic
Yeah.
smelling, but when you
Like
drink
stomach acid.
But it's
I took one sip and I have like immediate like acid reflux.
Oh, word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
well, you also get the stomach
Yeah.
acid flavor in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
chugged it and I feel the same as I always do. which is bad. I had a Slim
But
Jim.
worse.
No, not
No?
really. I just always kind of feel bad. Every time I meet somebody that they're later like, hey, you should get tested for COVID, I always get tested and it's negative, but then I just feel like during that period I just always feel like, oh God, my body feels awful.
You're like,
And it's like, oh no, I'm
course
just
I have it, yeah.
realizing it. I'm just realizing how bad my body just feels all the time.
like COVID would be a relief because at least that's a diagnosis
Yeah,
of something.
yeah.
Right.
This tastes like nothing.
Yeah,
Not that it is completely flavorless like water.
Right.
it just tastes like no flavor of any
There's
kind.
no flavor that's natural. In
Right.
this.
No.
You know how if you eat something and throw up, you kind of taste the food?
If you had a bunch of ice cream.
Yeah.
You would fucking taste. You would be like, how much bile is in my stomach?
Yeah.
Hey, it's that fucking furry energy drink.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate this.
It tastes like hangover puke.
I want to see the packaging for this bullshit and see what I just put 2 sips of into my body.
I like that we hit a wall with Sam finally after doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Dude, there's shit in here that is not in a normal energy.
Let me
drink.
see.
Oh,
this.
for sure. Yeah, it's it's pre-workout.
If I showed this to my epilepsy doctor, he would be like, "Don't do this. It could like interfere with the medication you're on."
You're like, fuck you. Why are you not even trying?
Yeah. He just looks at it. He's like, "Are you on a bad podcast?"
Well, I just wanted to say shout out to Straight Edge Jesse. You broke Sam finally. You're just
How straight edge are you drinking this shit?
Yeah. At some point, this is breaking edge.
Yeah.
This is.
Are we all sober on the podcast?
Not me.
I mean, well,
I just had 2 sips.
He's
of the
California sober. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm effectively sober. I don't know.
Did you have a drink at the Dodgers game?
I didn't. I couldn't find out. I was gonna get. So I'll have one fun drink about twice a month. You know.
Yeah.
So I was looking for a. They have apparently a soju like cooler, like the Korean rice wine stuff, and I couldn't locate it. So I didn't have a drink at the Dodgers game.
It's impossible to find anything in that dadgum state.
Yeah, I know.
I hadn't had anything to drink for 2 weeks previous to my friend's birthday I went to. And then I drank 3 beers at that. And then I felt like shit for like 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's been like a week since that happened.
Yeah. Ever since I stopped drinking, like every time I try to have a drink, it's just the worst feeling of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why did I ever do this?
It's not like
Why did I ever do this every day for years?
why did I anticipate the feeling of being hungover by like drinking a little bit more so I didn't feel hungover?
Yeah.
But now it's like, I'll have like 2 beers and then like 3 hours later feel like so depressed and so like shitty.
I just get one fun in me, and it's fun.
Yeah. Over here is drugs that make your body feel like the killing fields.
Yeah.
Looking ass, bragging ass.
Yeah, bragging ass, having one goddamn fucking marshmallow flavored fucking.
I love the
blue lagoon.
Oh, I talk.
I have 3 Bud Lights and I feel like ending it all.
Yeah. Capable of having a beer, head ass.
Head ass boy. Fucking doesn't have a complicated relationship with alcohol. Ass boy.
No, I am cooking, so I'll say thanks to Straight Edge Jesse, and I'll give this. I don't know. I'm probably not going to do more pre-workout.
Sam's sweating really hard, Straight Edge Jesse. So
yeah.
I give this a 2. I don't like it.
Yeah,
dude, a 2? That's generous.
Yeah. I might go 2 as well.
I'm giving it a 4.3.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's nice.
I mean,
2 is like because someone bought it for me.
Yeah.
I feel bad that someone bought it for me, but it sucks.
Well, he won a lifetime supply or
a year supply.
We're allowed
I think.
to hate it. I think.
Yeah.
It does taste like some shit, like when you're 15
They would give away.
and like you're playing Halo 3 all night.
Yeah. Well, that's their whole
And
website.
somebody told you this would make you better at video games, and you're 15, so you don't know better.
Yeah.
And you play as nothing but that. You have that little sword thing, and you're like, the sword thing's the best character, the
Yeah.
best.
Oh yeah,
Weapon.
yeah.
And everyone's
those things?
talking mad shit on the mic, like
Yeah.
you only use the sword, you fucking noob.
Yeah, and it's like the sword is cool. You guys are the ones using the little spike thing. That shit
The
sucks.
pink spike thing that
Yeah.
you blow up after you hit like 5 in someone.
Needle cannon.
The needler, yeah.
Needler.
Mm.
Anyways,
Intrigue. This is
I'm
intrigue.
exposing myself as a Halo 3 noob.
I don't know.
Can we edit this out of the podcast? Just bleep out this whole section.
Can I disqualify this from a rating entirely?
Yeah.
This is just bad. This
0,
is horrible.
nothing, nil.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 0.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's just me and Shane on the plus side.
Yeah,
So
6.3.
Shane's got to bring that average up.
Yeah.
I'm breaking the scale.
Yeah.
The fucking Dave Meltzer over here.
It will directly affect their sales.
It'll go from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
The official brand of gamer wellness.
Yeah.
Gamer
I feel very
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
They like have like a fund against gamer suicide.
Yeah.
I was playing Destiny 2 the other night, and there's a message, like, on loading screens, it'll say something, and it's like, if you're struggling, go to bungie.net/mental
yeah.
health.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, it says right here, stop gamer genocide.
That's like someone who's addicted to video games and then being like, are you struggling with your mental health? That's like a quit hitting yourself kind of thing. Quit hitting yourself with your own hand. Quit hitting yourself.
Well, it's also just like, don't talk to teenagers on the internet. That's step one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be nothing but children torturing you. Like,
Dude,
why would
started-
you wish that on
I
yourself?
started playing this game called Rust, and anyone can just talk to you.
Where
if they're
Alec
close
Baldwin
enough.
shoots you.
No,
The most dangerous game.
Most
Yeah,
dangerous
yeah.
game.
no, it's better than that, probably.
Okay.
Has that movie come out yet?
They're gonna finish it. I can't fucking believe it. They're gonna finish
They
it.
got to leave the shooting in.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's a pivotal part of the Alec Baldwin's arc.
Like, who's gonna go see it just anticipating him shooting through the middle of the screen?
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's like the only thing
Hey.
you would
That's why I'm going.
My friend went to go see Burt Kreischer's movie. Actually, my roommate. Not even my
yeah.
friend. Fuck that guy. But Burt
The
Kreischer
machine.
showed up in the last 10 minutes. What if during Rust, Alec Baldwin shows up? He's just at the Burbank fucking AMC.
A lot of good people
Yes,
died for this.
hello.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was.
You know, when you look at the budget, they don't factor in how much a person costs.
I know. Yeah.
probably
Sorry, I interrupt. What is this game, Sam?
Oh, it's called Rust. In a lot of games now, they've taken out the feature where you can randomly talk to a stranger, and they haven't in
good.
this one. They
No?
have not
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
No.
You can
Yeah.
you can talk to
you
a guy.
can harass a child
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this.
Dude, more
Two-
like a
two
child
things-
can harass
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Two things that are bad for your mental health: talking to teenagers and talking to Sam at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If you're also over the age of 30, talking to anyone younger than 25 is not a good idea.
No.
No, that's why it's a bad idea that Shane's here.
I'm turning 26 in like a couple days.
Fuck yeah.
What are
Alright.
you gonna do?
I don't
I
know.
said younger than 25.
Yeah. Sam was trying to bust my ass.
This Zoomer ass who's on the podcast.
Yeah.
Powder blue, powder blue. What can you do? She's powder blue.
I have a story from a website that I just became aware of that is fucking great. 404 Media. Lots of fun internet bullshit. And this
What
was,
area code is that?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. North Atlanta, Alpharetta.
Right
yeah.
away.
Oh,
North
wow.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
'Cause
it related to the site?
No, it's related to like a 404 error, like when you're,
Right.
something
So you
fucks
just
up on
knew
your
that?
computer. Yeah.
Yeah, you ever entered like a bad internet address?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you just knew the fucking Atlanta.
Yeah, that's the crazy
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that was
You're just gonna gloss over that.
Yes.
yeah.
Let me double check
What's
here.
the
Yeah, ATL 404.
All right, 1712 or 712.
I don't know that. Oh, wait.
712, the Where My Girls At?
Yeah,
Or that's
yeah,
702.
that's 702. I was about to say, if it was 702, it'd be Vegas.
my
because-
girls at?
Yeah.
From the front to back, now is you feeling that?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
702.
702. No, I knew that a friend of mine was trying to sell a show called 404 Error about being like a tech guy in Atlanta or something
Oh,
like that.
wow.
Yeah, and so, 404 Magazine, Samantha Cole wrote this article. I found this very fun, so here we go. There is a new genre of AI-generated books on Amazon.com. These are cookbooks and identification guides for mushrooms aimed at beginners. But experts say that AI-generated foraging books specifically could kill people if they eat the wrong mushroom because a guidebook written by AI told them to. So there's this like glut of books on Amazon that where basically some asshole was just like, Chat GPT, write me a book about whatever subject, and then it just shits out a bunch of
Yeah, how to not eat dangerous mushrooms,
Yeah,
a la
yeah,
Christopher
dangerous
McCandless.
Yes, yeah.
Dangerous mushrooms are for the opposite of beginners.
Yeah.
That's the one you've done every other one.
So
Yeah, that's more like what music to put on when you're tripping on, when you're microdosing on mushrooms, minus when you're stuck in the wild and you need to eat mushrooms to survive. How to not pull a Christopher McCandless.
Yeah. Really, the beginner guides for mushrooms is just those books they have about albums.
yeah, top 100 records by Rolling Stone.
well, that's the thing. If AI shit out a book about a famous album, you're reading it and you're like, wait, the Beatles didn't do that in 1966. It doesn't matter. But when it's fucking, here's a mushroom you should eat, but it's a robot and it doesn't know what it's fucking talking about. So the New York Mycology Society warned on social media that the proliferation of AI-generated foraging books could mean life or death. And so this is just a quick scan of Amazon's mushroom and foraging books. This one's great. The guy's name is Edwin J. Smith, so not a person.
Yeah.
They were like trying to figure out who this was. This guy doesn't exist, but he did write.
That they really phoned in the fake name.
I know.
Smith.
Dr. Edwin J. Smith.
Yeah.
But they did.
It's written by Tim Allen.
Yeah. That's the sound of you dying of mushroom poisoning.
Professor John Belushi.
What? T Blues Brothers.
Dr. Buzz Lightyear.
A Bug's Life.
But like LYFE. A Bug's Life.
So the book, one of the books is called "The Ultimate Mushroom Books: Field Guide of the Southwest, an essential field guide for foraging edible and non-edible mushrooms outdoors and indoors." So that's the title that the robot came up with, and the other one is "Psilocybin Mushroom Book: Field Guide to Identification, Growing, and Microdosing Psilocybin Mushrooms for Safe Use and Health Remedies."
Isn't that illegal?
Well,
Not in some states.
I mean, you could write a book about anything, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's First Amendment,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Well, not the anarchist
Yeah.
cookbook, but
But
most
mushrooms
things.
are legal in Colorado,
How-
right?
True.
How
Some
to
places.
steal Sam's money.
So specific.
Sam's apartment. How to break in.
Oftentimes, the garage the door will be left open.
I used to do a good bit that whenever Cooper or my other roommate AJ were talking on the phone with like a government agency where they have to like give out their social security number, I'd get a pen and paper and just sit right next to them and write down the numbers as they say it.
When my-
It made them so uncomfortable. It's like, do you actually think I'm going to steal your identity? I live with you.
when my cousin graduated from high school, like he had some graduation papers and one had his social security number on it, and me and my brother memorized it and would just recite it all the time. My brother like made his username on something.
What are you talking about? 203-651-1907.
So one of the issues is that these books encourage taste as a possible way of identifying mushrooms, which is a fucking amazing way to
Like
die.
just give it a little lick. Yeah.
Immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, beyond like the psilocybin thing, there are mushrooms that will just murk you immediately. And the robot's like, go ahead and give it a taste. Why don't you? You know?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So in the sample
The
pages,
robot's not going to get murked by a mushroom.
No.
The
robot's like- the robot's like-
about you.
This
The
is a
robot's like, what are
long-term
you, a
plan."
bitch? Are you not hungry?
Yeah.
Have a mushroom, bitch. Eat the poison mushroom, bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. It's like it's stuck on bitch. And then you have to do it because it's taunting you.
It's taunting you. It peer
Beginner's
pressures
Guide
you.
to Cyanide.
Give it a little taste.
Beginner's Guide to Russian Roulette.
Give it a little taste before you buy me a bunch of batteries. Feed batteries into me and then drink cyanide. Cyanide, bitch.
In the so this is
Self-serving, selfish robot,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
so this is from the sample pages available on Amazon. Both of these books follow a specific format, which is a short piece of anecdotal fiction about a hobbyist. This is how the psilocybin mushroom book begins. Stella had always been interested in the natural world and was fascinated by the many unknowns of the plant world. She had heard about the power of a special type of mushroom known as psilocybin mushrooms and decided to dedicate her time to learning more about them, which is fun because you're immediately like, Mushrooms aren't a plant. They're their own fucking kingdom.
Yeah, they're fungi.
guy.
Yeah, they're fungi, baby. And then this is how
Shit
they
in between your
Yeah.
toes.
Oh, there goes my top 3 plants.
I know what the other one is. I hope we all picked it.
So, in another book, Wild Mushroom Cookbook for Beginner, the complete guide on mushroom foraging and cooking with delicious recipes to enjoy your favorite was written by a woman named Margaret Lawrence, who has published
Margaret Lawrence, Steve.
she has published 19 books in 2 months. So obviously this is real.
She's cranking them out, yeah. When you know a subject really well.
Dr. Joan Rogan.
Joanne Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Yeah, the JRE, the Joan Rogan experience is just dying of poisonous mushrooms.
Jamie, go ahead and give me a robot to write me a book.
Jamie, pull up Death Rows.
I mean, the crazy thing about eating mushrooms is that you could die immediately.
Yeah.
Another potentially AI-generated author, Dr. Kimberly Thorpe, has written 37 books.
Called a gorilla would fuck you up, man. A gorilla would straight tear your arm off.
She's listed as a professor at UC Davis, but they've never heard of her.
The way to get DMT is to die. So you're telling me you died. What was the DMT like?
Kimberly Thorpe is listed as a professor at UC Davis, but they've never heard of her. So after 404 Media reached out for comments and sent the company's link to these suspected AI books, Amazon then deleted them. So they did get them taken off.
Yeah,
so
hell yeah, Amazon.
Amazon canceled these
top
robots.
3 companies. Amazon, Walmart.
Disney. Thanks for Star Wars, Disney.
Yeah. Fucking special shout out to Dow Jones.
Big shout out to Disney. Big shout out to Bob Eisner.
To any oil company.
So just an example of 2 types of mushrooms, false morals and death caps are 2 species that are almost identical, but one can kill you
But
within
one is
hours.
delicious.
Exactly.
One makes a pizza. Turns just pizza into a meal.
Which one kills you? Is it the false morals one?
I think it's the death caps. False morals, that's just vice. It's not a deadly sin. But
false morals goes back to what you say. If no one finds out if you did something bad,
That's true.
You do it.
Yeah.
Think about these kids.
If a bear shits in the woods, does the Pope hear it?
Yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
These kind of questions.
Yeah, if the bear shits in the woods, did you really make your wife upset?
So 404 Media did find out that even the author's images are AI generated. And then I found a fun little side thing. This
There's
is
like an eye on the middle of his head or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just Billy D. Williams. You're like, that's Lando.
Yeah, it's just like one of the people in the band in the Tatooine band.
There's a billboard around the corner from here that I think has an AI generated human picture.
Oh,
Which
really?
one?
Yeah.
It's for,
Is it Sweet James?
It's for Los
Sweet
Angeles
James.
Community College.
Oh, really?
And I swear to God, it's not a real person.
Yeah. Shout out to LACC.
I mean,
Yeah.
they will teach you how to Photoshop, so potentially they could probably teach you how to AI
Teach
too.
you how to download ChatGPT.
Yeah. So this is just like a little side thing I found. This is Jose Antonio Lands writing for Decrypt, but related. New Zealand supermarket Pack and Save recently introduced a meal planning app called Savvy Meal Bot. And they use AI to suggest recipes based on ingredients that users enter. So you could theoretically be like, oh, what could I do with noodles and ragu sauce? And it would tell you how to make spaghetti. But when users entered caustic chemicals and other hazardous household items as a prank, the AI nevertheless proposed concocting poisonous mixtures with names like aromatic water mix and my favorite, Menthol Bliss.
Slip away into sweet menthol bliss.
Yeah. It's like,
Menthol Bliss is illegal in California.
you put like scrubbing bubbles into it, and it's like how to make a mint julep with scrubbing bubbles. We call that Menthol Bliss.
Bring the pan to a boil.
Kill the senator concoction.
Combine the degreaser and bleach and breathe in.
Salt and pepper to taste, bleach and hummus.
It's just fucking amazing.
Cheese sauce and cyanide.
Yeah. So once again. Robots on the loose.
So it's not going to be like James Cameron laser rifles. It's just going to be like drink poison. It's
Yeah, well,
delicious.
they're taking off the bottom layer. They're starting with the stupidest people.
Yeah, before they have like the tanks with eyes, it's going to be like just like first drink poison. It is yum yum.
Look, it's a numbers game. The robots have to eliminate as many as they can, so they're getting the stupid people first. It's going to be like Tetris. The whole bottom just, and then the whole thing comes down, and then the laser eyes robot tanks come out.
Well, then what do you do? Then you make like cyanide wine or something. Like how do you get the next group of people out?
Gun surprise.
Yeah.
There's a pop up where we inject you with cyanide.
It's just gonna move up, and then it's just like, just keep living how you're living.
Yeah.
Just keep eating McDonald's every day.
Yeah, try this grape juice and rat poison. Murder low, we call it.
Before the robot foot crushes a skull, it's gonna be like, yep, poison is yum yum. Line the pan with the poison.
What is the vegetable that's so low in calories? What makes the salad come alive? Fried with some butter or even on a barbecue, the one that's got the taste you can't hide. Mushroom, the taste for all seasons. Mushrooms, got a taste of their own. Mushroom, for so many reasons. The taste sensational, vegetable for all seasons.
We have a segment on this show called Top 3, where we get our listeners to write in top 3 lists they wish us to populate and opine upon. First up, this is our friend Jingles, or I should say my friend Jingles, listening in Paris.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a buddy of mine wrote in, and
City of mud.
Yeah. Mud?
You're confusing Paris with Fayetteville.
Yeah, I was going to say,
they get confused for each other a lot.
Yeah, you're confusing Paris with Palm Springs, I think. Yeah.
The city of mud.
But yeah, Jingles wants to know, and I love this. Top 3 plants.
Okay, I have a huge issue already.
Yeah.
I can see River's computer screen. He has so much shit written out for top 3 plants.
Yeah.
He has multiple paragraphs behind the plant.
Yeah, can I copy your answers?
Yeah, I Googled plants. That's how nothing I got for this.
The first 3 I thought of.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. So I'll
trees. That
was my number 1.
There's no way to sound like I haven't sustained a head injury when I talk about this. I'm like, I like daisies. And I also like onions.
There's no wrong way to do this. You can answer however you like. I just got pretty specific with mine. First up, my number 3, saguaro cactuses. If you ever go out to Tucson, Arizona, Saguaro National Park, the saguaro cactus is the mega tall one that kind of looks like it's like doing this, sort of doing as Pat Riley said, the great Cornholio stance. Those things get to be up to 50 feet tall. They live for 150 years. And
are those the cacti that produce peyote?
No, that's peyote.
Oh, whoops. Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's
pie on my face.
That's a peyote cactus. This is saguaro. But we did talk about in episode 184 a guy named David Grunman who was participating in a terrible activity called cactus plugging, which is where you shoot a cactus with a shotgun to watch it fall down. So, 200 years of Mother Nature's work.
That does not sound like what that is.
Yeah,
it sounds like you're shoving a cactus up your ass. Is what it sounds.
That's also what I thought. Me and Carter are pervs, for sure.
We definitely we mind linked right there.
Yeah. You were talking shit about me. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that at all.
I thought he was fucking the cactus.
Yeah. I thought he was kissing it.
Plugging?
I thought he was hugging it and kissing it.
If you're like, I'm going to plug
Tucson,
these...
Arizona, the city of love.
Yeah, hell yeah. Spiky love. But yeah, David Grunman's notable because of all the cactus pluggers, this cactus actually fell on him and killed him.
Wow.
And he's commemorated in the Austin Lounge Lizard song Saguaro, which is quite good. So that's my number 3. Number 2, General Sherman. So if you find yourself in Sequoia National Park, General Sherman is the largest living tree on Earth, and it's here in California. And it's fucking amazing.
You're getting very specific with a plant.
It's very...
I'm very general.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, boy. Yeah, me too.
So the guy who named it, his name was James Wolverton. He was a naturalist, and he served under General William Tecumseh Sherman, hence the
Yeah.
name. But then my favorite thing I just found out today, so there was a utopian socialist community called the Kewia Colony who was briefly living on the land that is now Sequoia National Park, and they renamed the tree Karl Marx in 1886. But then when it became the national park, it went back. So, and then number one, this one unfortunately is not with us anymore. This one's called Prometheus, and it was, I should say, the oldest living thing on Earth.
Whoa.
And some asshole named Donald Rusk Curry, who was a grad student at UNC Chapel Hill, so fuck you, Tar Heels.
Yeah.
He was studying the Little Ice Age, not even like the regular Ice Age, the Little Ice Age, which is from like 1500 to the 1800s. And so he was coring out trees to try to study the rings to see the impact of the Little Ice Age. And basically the Forest Service told him to go into this bristlecone pine, which is, some of the oldest trees on Earth. And he kept breaking his fucking drill off in this tree. And then they were just like, just cut it down. And they cut it down and they counted the rings. And it is at least 4,862 years old. So this tree was planted in 2,718 BC.
Damn.
So
the tree was around before Jesus.
2,700 years before Jesus.
Yeah.
A fucking crazy old tree.
Yeah.
But so egg on his face, he cuts it down, and then it's like, oops, that was the oldest thing ever.
Yeah.
So anyway, but there's a cousin of that tree, Methuselah, located somewhere in the White Mountains here in California, and it's 4,855 years old. So there's a second oldest tree. But anyway, those are my top 3 plants. Carter, what you got?
Mine are just as specific as yours.
Hell yeah.
All right. Number 3 is going to have to be
shade tree you park your car under.
Fuck yeah.
Mine was just going to be trees.
Trees are good.
Just trees. I like trees. The palm trees that you see in the middle of Los Angeles are bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. I miss seeing seas of trees,
Yeah. Well, they don't let them. Apparently, they don't let them plant palm trees on city property anymore because they do nothing. They are simply ornamental. Yeah.
Although sometimes trees suck. When speaking to what you were saying about the old tree.
Yeah.
One time a fucking tree was so old that it fell on my car and destroyed it. It was fucking the day before they put a plaque on this stupid tree that said, "This is the oldest tree in Nashville." And then the next day it fell over and destroyed my fucking car. And then my insurance company was like, "It's an act of God. There's nothing we can do about it."
That'd be amazing. It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. They're hammering the plaque and it just falls over.
Yeah, and they all have the top hats and the sashes and they're shaking each other's hands and they walk away and it's Also, 2 people were murdered in that apartment complex. It was a lot of crazy shit that was happening in that apartment complex.
Dude, everyone I know in Nashville has a story about somebody getting murdered next door.
yeah, dude, it was fucking brutal. I got murdered with a hammer. And a fucking mic stand.
What? A mic stand? Was it a comedian?
Well, it was Nashville, baby.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they sing it.
And I got interviewed on the
tree
news
was
about it.
nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, the tree
fled the town.
Wait, they put you on the news?
Yes,
What'd you say?
I went to the Gap and bought a bunch of shirts, and then I came back wearing one of them. And then they put me on the news. I was there on the scene. Can you explain what happened in this brutal murder? I was like, it's just terrible. It's awful. It's really bad. And my buddy screen capped it. And
The insurance company refuses to pay for the tree.
That's right.
The insurance company refuses to pay for the dead people. They say it's an act of God to be
Let's
beat
talk
by a
about the
mic
real
stand.
issues.
Number 2 is garlic.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I like garlic.
Fuck yeah, man.
It makes everything taste better.
Absolutely.
It makes you stink, but you make a choice when you eat garlic, whether you want to treat yourself well or whether you want to make other people happy. And you always got to
Absolutely.
choose yourself.
Fuck yeah.
Number 1, I guess, is weed. No, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's weed.
Yeah?
I like weed, but
It's salvia.
it's weed makes me. Yeah, it's salvia. You know what? It's salvia.
Yeah.
Weed
Number 1, spice.
Yeah, weed makes me terrified now, so I don't know. It's fun when I'm alone, but if I smoke weed with anybody, I'm so scared. So I don't know if it's weed. Onions, probably.
Onions?
Yeah.
Good choice. Sam, what do you got?
I'll go with weed.
Yeah, okay, of all the people here, you got to.
I'd throw weed on the list. Rubber trees. You get some chewing gum. It's fun to chew some gum.
And tires and such.
We need those.
Yep.
I was thinking very utilitarian when I was thinking my plants, kind of like Carter.
Yeah.
That's probably a better idea.
You get like pecans from a tree.
Ooh, yes,
or
that's
you get
great.
like eggplant, or you can just
shade.
start going down a list.
Yeah,
of things that provide people goods and services. You know, you
can carve you and your lover's name on a tree.
What plants
or-
do you make chopsticks out of?
Bamboo.
Bamboo. Kendo sticks.
Also
Yeah.
bamboo.
We need some kendo sticks. So
Yeah.
we need
Yeah.
bamboo for this world.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, Shane?
Damn, bamboo was gonna be mine, and that was gonna be my number one.
Hey,
and
you
just
could
swindle that shit.
That's fine. You can make it still your number one.
Yeah, sugar cane.
Oh, hey, great answer.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
delicious.
Yeah.
Did you
Poisonous mushrooms.
Did you ever go to like some like county fair where they just had sugar cane for children to just gnaw on?
No, I didn't.
That was the thing. There was a guy next to the Pizza Hut when I was a kid, so we'd go to the Pizza Hut.
I like this
Yeah.
story. There was a guy next to the Pizza Hut.
So there was
They called him Horny Dan.
no, there was a Pizza Hut next to a gas station in my hometown, and in between there was like a row of sugar cane. That I don't know if it was the guy who owned the gas station or what, but he just tended this row of sugar cane, and then in the fall he would hack it down with a machete and just sell it to people coming out of the Pizza Hut to chew on.
That rules.
Yeah, so that might be.
You know what they make with trees though? They paper, and then they use it to make freaking porno, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Porno mags, though.
Yeah.
Who's like, who's not? I mean, Pornhub is so mainstream now.
I went to a store next to it's like a magazine store still, and it's called like Centerfold Magazines.
For those of us who like to jerk off the honest way,
Yeah.
I put my money down and now I can come.
I just went in because I was looking for an energy drink. I was waiting to go up at a comedy show. And then I straight up asked him, I was like, it's called Centerfold. You guys sell porno mags still? Do people still buy those?
Yeah.
And he's like, we had to stop because the clientele who wanted the porno mags were really rowdy.
Yeah.
Apparently they would want discounts.
I'm a
cop.
I went to see a porn.
Start fucking like
Yeah.
the
I'm
tray
a
of
cop.
chips.
I deserve a discount.
What's that shit they make coffee with?
Coffee.
Yeah,
Coffee
Don't they
bean.
have
Coffee
some sort of
beans?
plant?
It's a coffee berry. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do a different one then. What's that shit they make cocaine with?
Cocoa.
Yeah.
Coca leaves.
Yeah, let's do
Coca.
that.
All right, Coca.
Yeah, hell
right.
yeah.
What's
right.
better, cocaine or weed, though?
I mean, hey, yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah.
Of weed?
Coke.
Of coke?
Yeah.
Me neither. Me
Yeah.
neither.
I liked it the one time I did it while not hammered.
Yeah.
Every time I've done it hammered, I'm just like, well, this is just another thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jiggles for that question. And we got time for one more. This is our friend Courtney Warner,
Oh, yeah.
Nashville
Oh,
comedian
all right,
extraordinaire.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
up?
Yeah, is this the movie one?
Yeah. So Courtney wants to know top 3 third movies in a trilogy.
Okay.
right.
Now, this one is particularly difficult because the third movie is almost never anyone's favorite of the trilogy.
It's the worst one.
It's almost always the worst one. The one time that it wasn't, it is now no longer a fucking trilogy, and that's Indiana Jones. I've always been a Last Crusade is the
Last
best.
Crusade was on mine, too.
That's
yeah.
my fucking favorite, but now
Yeah.
there's 2 more. That's been fucking kicked out of the
Yeah,
ring.
yeah,
It's really hard when a movie franchise is successful. They never quit making it.
Yeah, they're never
can't.
like, "Wait, let's go out on top, boys.
Yeah.
Why dilute the brand? Yeah, it's just
Oh,
like, let's
yeah.
keep pumping this shit out until
Is
it
there,
sucks.
is there any movies? I know they had like the Harry Potter movies or part 1 and part 2. Is there any like ones that are just like part 3?
What do you mean?
they're like a part 3 of the same.
of the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Probably Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, technically.
But those
are 3
but
books,
that's 3
though.
books. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that doesn't really
That's a
count.
trilogy. That's a trilogy,
That's a
for sure.
trilogy.
But they're
too.
they just kind of blend into each other.
Yeah,
The
well,
books do.
and there's a bit of a weird argument to be made because they were all filmed at the same time. You know, like they
Yeah.
were all filmed concurrently, so it's like they made one big ass movie out of 3 books. So I don't
Every
know.
time I read behind the scenes of that movie, I'm just like, this movie didn't even need to happen for all this.
I like how we're all just just trying to discredit all the movies we're thinking
Yeah,
of
yeah,
as we're saying.
Oh
them.
no, I'm looking at my list and I'm like, it's holding up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Last Crusades, not even on it.
So, but obviously the terrible shit is, Beverly Hills Cop 3, awful. Cloverfield Paradox came to mind, which I thought
There's a second Cloverfield.
there's a third technically because they got Cloverfield, 10 Cloverfield Lane, and then they have this one
the John Goodman one.
that's the dopest of the three, even
Yeah,
though
that's
they're
the
not
best
really
one, yeah.
related. But I did think the marketing for Cloverfield Paradox, which was there was no marketing, they showed a trailer during the Super Bowl, and then it said streaming on Netflix now, and I was like, the fact no one has done that since is fucking crazy because that was awesome. But then we watched it, and it was dog shit. RoboCop 3, terrible. Hangover 3, Godfather, whatever. There's a million.
People are saying Godfather 3 when the new cut is good.
Most.
Oh,
of
did they redo it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most of that's the thing about the trilogies where they stopped at the third one. Usually the third one was a stinker, and they're
Right.
like, "Okay, we're done with this."
Yeah. It's always a curse if the second one is the best of the three, which happens
Yeah.
all the time. But
Yeah.
anyway,
That's what I took to mean. It's like not as like the third one is serviceable. I mean, it's like the best of the trilogy.
Right,
the
right.
third one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I took the question to be. Yeah.
That's-
yeah.
question.
So number 3, Triple X: The Return of Xander Cage.
Okay.
it's so much better. Vin Diesel is right in the middle of being like irony, Fast and Furious Vin
Right.
Diesel, where it's like, let's make this as ridiculous as humanly possible. And there is a scene where he is on a dirt bike that has a jet ski underneath it, and he is surfing on a dirt bike just for that alone. But anyway, yeah, we actually, I talked about it right after I saw it on episode 127 of this show. So check that out. Number 2, Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final
thought about this
fucking
one too,
insult.
dude.
That was the first Naked Gun I saw.
You think it's the best of the trilogy?
That's the thing. It has Last Crusade syndrome because it was the first one I saw. And so when I went back and watched the others,
Yeah.
it's still number one in my heart.
I mean, it rocks. Don't get me wrong.
Knowing full well the first one is the superior movie, but man, that's the third one's the one I saw, and it was and it came out like mere months before OJ cut his
Yeah.
wife's head off. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
You mean, yeah.
Gotta be in the clear.
This is a podcast. I've been on one episode. I will say this is a pro OJ's innocent, anti his son's innocence podcast.
Oh, poor Jason Simpson. They're blaming the kid on that. But yeah, I did put Return of the Jedi because those prequels are very separate stories. So that's my qualifier.
All right.
They have a loose connection about being about the Skywalker clan, but I'm still including that one.
Not
'cause-
to get my nerd panties in a bunch, but better than Empire Strikes Back.
No, well, the question is just the top third movies.
Top third. Okay.
Yeah. So
I misunderstood.
of trilogies, I mean, you kind of
I
have to.
like
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing
What?
is I saw Return of the Jedi before I was supposed to know it would like sucked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was like a kid, so I was like, this fucking rules.
I like
Yeah.
it
and
still.
I still like it, and it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that was my favorite one when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
the, it's got the
Ewoks in it.
it's got
and
the
shit.
Yeah,
B-wing, which is the coolest of the starfighters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Darth Vader's cool at the end.
Yeah, and you could
Boba
see
Fett gets sucked into an asshole within like 20 minutes of the movie started.
Yeah.
You could see fingerprints on Darth Vader's
you're,
helmet.
You're a kid, so you don't understand the concept of sex slavery yet.
Yeah.
You're just like, so they just had her just chilling.
Yeah. Carter, what do you got?
Number 3, Army of Darkness.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is
damn.
Def.
It is
Def.
just
Okay.
the most, which is sacrilege to some because people are like Evil Dead 2 is the best movie, but Army of Darkness is like the epic version of it.
Yeah.
It's not really scary, but it's funny and
Yeah.
it's like action packed. And Bruce Campbell is more charismatic in that movie than in any of the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Steals the show.
Steals the show. I mean, he's definitely
yeah.
more like Tex Avery cartoon in Evil Dead 2,
Yeah.
but he's like an actual, like, that's the movie where you're like, that guy should have been like a huge movie star, and it's a shame that he didn't get to be.
Yeah.
Or there's for one reason or another.
Yeah. Best Elvis of all time.
Best Elvis of all
Bubba
time.
Hotep.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. They should have had him in Elvis.
I mean,
He
right?
should have played Elvis.
So they got goddamn,
And
know.
he should have played Elvis's manager. And he should have played the whole audience.
Yeah.
He should be in a biopic about Tom Hanks and play Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he should be in the remake of The Nutty Professor. He's just every character.
The camps. He's all of them. Okay, number 2, Toy Story 3.
Toy Story. Ooh, man, I didn't even think about that.
It makes me a baby boy.
Fuck
but
yeah.
Shit made me cry, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
It was like,
Yeah,
it was like
same.
fucking when they were about to get melted and shit. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's rough, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and I never had that much of an emotional reaction to the other two, but maybe
Right.
it's just like the time when I saw it. It was like 2010 when it came out. So
Yeah.
I was
that
not
was
as old.
That
It was a
was
rough
like
year.
that was like the prime period of Pixar where their whole thing
Yeah.
was like the thing with it's always been with kid movies is like okay we have like colorful characters for the children and then things that only adults are going to be picking up on.
Right.
And Pixar's strategy in the 2010s was like the thing the adults are going to be picking up on is like existential dread.
Yeah.
Like kids are not going to
and,
get
and death of innocence and putting childish things away and all that
Yeah.
shit. Literal almost death of innocence.
Right,
and-
like
yeah.
like with Shrek, it's like, hey, it's a little dick joke, and then with with Toy Story, it's just like everyone is going to get old and die.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
no one will care. The universe keeps moving.
That one, Wally.
like,
That one,
Jesus.
Wally, and Inside Out. Like the dismount of being like, this is like actual thoughtful entertainment
Yeah,
for
yeah,
adults
yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
point well taken.
Fuck.
Number one though,
Yeah.
fucking Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, dude.
yeah.
Fucking-
Yep.
That's not that like best Western ever made.
Shit.
Fucking just like the hardest of the core. Fucking like
Sergio Leone,
lone
in his
protagonist.
prime. Yep.
That is like Clint Eastwood's whole entire persona writ large.
Best
like
soundtrack of the
best
trilogy.
soundtrack
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Like fucking. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's like a Goodfellas movie. You can just throw it on at any point and watch the rest of it.
yeah, absolutely.
From that point.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The first two were great, but like,
Yeah.
it's just Good, Bad, and the Ugly blows it away, and it's the best spaghetti western ever made. Runners up.
Yeah.
I did not put Return of the Jedi because I thought Empire was better.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought
yeah.
Revenge of the Sith was the best of the prequels
Oh yeah. Well yeah.
because that's the third one.
Yeah.
Fucking and Return of the King is
Yeah. That's
good, but I think Fellowship of the Ring's better.
all right. Sam, what do you got?
Well, Carter just said two of mine.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I'm going to say Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather watch that one out of the two others in the trilogy.
Wow. Over Desperado.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've seen them both. I mean, Desperado's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico is a little more over the top and crazy.
Okay.
Which they all are, but
And you're a big Depp head.
yeah, I'm a huge Depp head.
Yeah, we all know this.
That's the reason I chose it.
Depper
It's not a
Dan.
good movie, but Johnny Depp's in it. so
He's
that's
off the
why I
Depp end,
picked
folks.
it.
Uh-huh.
They just kept showing this commercial, I think during UFC on Saturday for some fucking perfume or cologne, and the commercial is just Johnny Depp in the desert.
Oh,
playing
yeah,
guitar.
I've seen that. Yeah,
they
yeah.
play that in the airport.
Of course.
It's Savog. And it's him with a guitar being like, "Are you afraid to smell?
It's so bad.
I am innocent. I am not a creep. It's a mega pint."
Oh man.
But I also was down with Army of Darkness and
Fuck yeah.
Good, Bad, Ugly.
Man, fuck yeah.
Blade 3, sure.
Trinity,
Blade 3.
dude.
Hey, Triple H is in that, man.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
why I picked
That's
it.
why I saw the movie when it came
And it
out.
was a stinker. Oh boy, was that one a
I
stinker.
know. I hadn't seen the other Blades at that point because that came out in like 1999 or something, and it was like Triple H is in a movie. I was like, well, I got to go see it, and I hadn't seen any of the others. So I was like, that was
The
terrible.
first one's the only good one.
Right? Yeah.
I don't like the second one at all.
I don't know if I ever saw the second one. I went back and
People
watched the
liked
first
it.
one, and I was like, that was great. But yeah. Anyway, Shane, what do you got?
I was gonna do Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but I'm gonna take it off just because you guys both had it.
All right.
So I'm gonna say Pusher 3 for.
Ooh, fuck yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah,
Is that Refn movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got the best ending of the three probably. And I'm not gonna talk about that much more. Real fucked up. Real
Yeah.
fucked up ending to that one. There's just a graphic scene that's like 15 minutes of them disposing of a body.
No, Nicholas Winding
It's like-
Refn did something graphic.
Yeah. It is maybe the most graphic thing he's ever done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm gonna go for 2, Day of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one. I mean, that's brilliant. Probably the best zombie movie ever made. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1, I'm gonna go Universal Soldier: Day of Reckoning. Yeah.
Is that the one with Dennis
I was
Rodman?
gonna say, is Goldberg in that one?
Yeah.
Who's in
Wait,
that one?
is that the one with Goldberg?
I don't know. Let's see.
No, yeah, because I remember like there was a time like he was promoting Universal Soldier at the time when I was watching wrestling. So
Yeah. Oh no, this is one from 2012. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's-
Highly recommend this one. It's like, so the first two are just standard action movies, and then the third one's this fucked up, like, surreal psychological horror movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It starts with, like, a very intense, like, home invasion scene. That's just
Fucking
some of the most gnarly shit you've seen in an action movie.
Oh wow, we got we got the both Schwarzenegger also Rands, Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren in this one.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow.
All right, fuck yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we had talked about it before.
No.
Oh, yeah. watch
Yeah,
that.
brilliant. You got to watch. Well, that's a movie trilogy. It just gets better because Universal Soldier is pretty good,
All right.
and then you got Regeneration, which is just a great action movie.
Yeah.
Which I think those movies are huge influences on like action movies now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, anything that was just video store fodder in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
That's every modern director is just.
Oh yeah, they just watched a bunch of they watched a bunch of them and then they liked the good ones.
Yeah.
And what I love about like those sort of cheap movies like that is that they give people an artistic vision. Trash does that. I feel like regular mainstream movies don't.
Oh yeah.
I think so because it makes it seem like approachable. You like when you see like the flaws in it, it's like I could make something like
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Or it's
yeah.
like there's more fun in it. Like I remember watching like this Pierce Brosnan movie called Taffin, and it's a horrible like he's like the town like bloke, but he's like beats people up for the good of the people, and it's like but you can see him being charismatic in it. Like it's entertaining, but it's so stupid.
Yeah.
And like I get why movies like that are really influential on like great filmmakers
Oh yeah.
because it makes the whole art form seem palatable.
Hell yeah. Well, shout out to Courtney. Thanks so much for that question. If you have top 3 lists you wish us to populate and opine upon, please X at us at The Goods Pod.
Peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can't have the girl I love, I don't want none at all. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound for Shady Grove.
Y'all, we have time for just one more segment. And of course, this is our jam of the week. And
Ooh, okay.
This one is especially strange because I didn't really know much about this artist until I started looking into this. And I think we have a first here where I think the band themselves are crazier than the people commenting on their YouTube video. That band is Head PE.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, so they made headlines recently because they had to kick Crazy Town off of the New Metal Madness tour because Crazy Town, the two singer rapper guys, beat the shit out of each other.
the singer rappers of each band.
So Crazy Town.
They have because they have two singers.
They got a singer and a rapper, and I think the rapper's name is like Sketchy or Swifty or something
Swifty,
like that.
yeah.
And he beat the shit out of
Stumpy. I think Stumpy is.
Stumpy.
Stumpy used to be like fucking
Sleepy,
dopey, sleazy. Yeah.
and then Doc. And Doc's the DJ.
Yeah, it's Sleepy and Snow White.
That's
Sleepy.
No, y'all are talking about Slipknot. That's Slipknot.
Yeah, Dopey, Monkey, Head.
Fieldy.
Yeah, number 9.
The weed clown.
Yeah.
But that was the most recent thing. But I started looking at this guy. So the lead singer, his name is Jared Gomez. He's first of all 59 years old. This dude's been around
From Head PE.
from Head PE.
Yeah, he was old when Limp Bizkit was big. I remember.
Dude, here's how old he is. He fronted a new wave band in the 80s called The Clue, and they're like a Prince ripoff. And then in the 90s, he fronted a Red Hot Chili Peppers ripoff band called Live Urban Sex Tribe. And sex is spelled with 2 X's.
This guy's just been in LA for forever, and he's been playing on the Strip for forever.
Yeah, well, they're Huntington Beach guys, right?
Oh,
okay.
So the band was originally called Head, which stands for Higher Education, and they founded that after Live Urban Sex Tribe broke up. But then they had to add.
Why do you think that
PE.
broke up?
too much fucking. There was too much fucking at every
Assault
show.
allegations.
Their song. You can find one studio version of their
Yeah, one
song.
of those guys is probably like, I don't know, man, this just isn't working out. The fucking Sex Tribe or whatever this is called. The other guys are like, dude, no, we are about to break it.
You can find one song of theirs that's a studio version, and it's called "I've Got a Gun."
I'm not saying I don't have a gun.
They're just walking around MacArthur Park one day and heard it 4 times.
But yeah, you had to add PE to head because HED head was, I guess they were already a band, so legally you had to become head PE, which stands for Planet Earth. But I found this just in the
Higher Education Planet Earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
just
the full
as
name.
bad as Sex Tribe.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local booyah sex
Yeah,
trap
What do you think they threw out?
train.
Yeah.
They were just going to be called Train.
It's like the Beatles.
Yeah.
What? They're gonna know we're not the other ones.
Yeah.
Sex Beatles. Well, that's from Wayne's World.
The Sex Beatles. But yeah, I wanted to shout out Catatonic Youth, which is a fucking great Instagram
Oh man,
account.
the best follow.
They put together a YouTube video called Head PE for President 2020 that just has some. It basically, they took an entire Head PE online concert from 2011 and just removed all of the music, so it's just the stage banter.
They've done this with Buck Cherry before.
Yeah, the
too,
Buck
which
Cherry
is
one was amazing, by the way. Yeah. Buck Cherry's is more sexual. This has some of that, but more of a Alex Jones sort of
Yeah.
flavor to it. So,
Yeah.
Oh, are they anti-vaxxers?
oh, buddy, here we go. I'm going to
Okay.
just play this and then we'll get into the actual song. And we're just going to try to decide, is the band crazier than the people commenting on the music video?
Wake up! 9/11! You can find it on the internet. That's the only place you'll find it. You'll never hear it in public school. You're not going to hear it on the fucking History Channel.
Okay, so for context, he is painted like a clown. He's wearing
Yeah,
like
he's got like corpse paint on. Yeah.
corpse paint.
Somebody say yeah! Now scream! It was all a dream. I was smoking all the finest weed. I'm a sad clown. Nobody wants to see the soldiers now. Nobody understands the Muslims either. Say, bitch, give me some head.
I've seen this before.
Need some head. Say, I need some head. Watch the movie Zeitgeist.
This guy just is the embodiment of a guy that came to, that my roommate brought to
Yeah,
my
yeah,
apartment one time and I
Yeah.
never want to see again.
Wasn't really a god. The only place you're gonna find.
He's like the personification of COVID brainworms.
This is 2011,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Oh,
they're,
shit.
They're just like, look up Stormfront. I love pussy lips.
yeah.
Yeah, let's all wake up to the fact that evolution is a myth. If anybody out there still believes that we all came from Adam and Eve, wake the fuck up. That isn't even realistic. 9/11 truth. Read Zachariah Sitchin. Something. Religion. Bullshit.
So this guy is
Religion.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude, he's deep, bro. He's fucking deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think higher
So glad I
education,
could get
Planet
this out
Earth.
all over the internet airways for Planet Earth. Hillary Clinton's got a big fat ass, and I don't give a fuck about Barack Obama either. Out there, they charge us every fucking month for
Yeah.
electricity. I'm so fucking tired of this shit, and it's up to us and you kids to take the fucking power back.
So
Where
there
is
Does he have fake eye contacts?
yeah, he does have white contacts, and the thing about the free electricity is the whole thing about the Tesla towers that people conspiracy people believe in. That
I just don't pay my electricity. That shit's free for me.
You make it free.
Head PE. I woke up in a nightmare. I want to know, is it too late? And I'll tell you another thing. Don't vaccinate your fucking kids.
There we go.
They're putting mercury in the vaccinations. It's filled with old dead fetus tissue and all kinds of shit. 9/11 was a fucking lie. It's an inside fucking job. Get with it. I'll tear the pussy up. I'll let my take the fucking planet back.
Also, he has
From the
dreads.
reptilian-
oh yeah.
Jesus died on the cross? What is that, human sacrifice? His blood's gonna save me? That's sick. That's like some Dracula shit.
I agree
So,
with that.
anyway.
I agree with the last statement. That is some Dracula shit right there.
So
Every time
It sounds like he's just repeating the last 6 DMs he got.
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like this is clearly just a person with internet access and too much free time. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2011 version where you actually did have to go online. It wasn't just
You mean
the
throughout
news.
relentless touring and press conferences and stuff, he finds time to get on the internet?
I wonder what drug he's addicted to.
Yeah,
or
well-
what drugs he's addicted
Man.
He wouldn't specify. So I did look this up. He has softened slightly since then. There was some like 2016 interview where they were like, "So what conspiracies do you still believe in?" He's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, there's no way to know. Like he's kind of like he's kind of pulled it back a little bit. Do you know about Head PE, Shane? Are you familiar with this band at all?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the point of this was to show me some truth-telling shit and to change my Zoomer ass, right?
I mean, I guess I was just wondering if that's.
I thought 9/11 added up.
Yeah,
I thought I was like that's all I needed to know. Are you trying to tell me JFK may have been killed by the government?
You blow your socks off, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's the band. So let's now we'll go down to these YouTube comments. This is truly one of the worst songs I've ever heard. It's
they're a bad band. They're like they're the shittiest
awful.
version of like
They're
a
like a
mixture of new metal band.
Yeah, they're an also ran of like Korn and Limp Bizkit.
They want to be Korn plus Rage, but they have nothing to say and nothing innovative going on.
Mudvayne minus Slipknot divided by 0.
Yeah.
It's the sort of shit you play in your car when you have someone else in it to see if they comment on it.
Well, so you just listen to this all the time.
Yeah. I love playing IZP when women are in the car.
Well, let's get down to the YouTube comments for Head PE's song. This is Renegade, and brace yourselves, gentlemen. This is fucking horrifyingly bad. But it nonetheless has 9.9 million views, and it is it's sitting at 4,153 comments on the video for Renegade. And y'all, I read every.
Wait, turn it up. This doesn't even rock that hard.
Oh, it hasn't kicked in yet, Sam.
Okay.
This is just the intro. You're not ready.
This does not rock very hard at
This
all.
is a song about kicking ass, you know?
It's kind of like some like fake Deftones.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the sort of band like you go to.
Yeah, you'd have to really hate your life and your wife and your dad and your mom to really enjoy something like this.
tap out. That's what he's saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So let us now get down into
it's
these
just background music
comments.
from The Shield.
This is background music for like the Butt Rock Sonic game, you know. But yeah, this is off their 2009 record, New World Orphans, and it's got 4,153 comments, and I read them all.
What?
Yeah. So let's first check out this one. This is from Genome from 2 years ago. Good song. Not gonna lie, but I will say this. You're a crackhead. It says you, all caps, you are a fucking crackhead. So I don't know if he's just
It's like a personal grievance. He's like, this is the only way I can get in touch with you. Let me tell you, it's a damn good song, though.
He's got to be saying that about the singer. Because that was crack talk. What we just heard on stage, that was crack talk.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that guy pauses once every concert and goes, guys, you got to check on your friends.
Raiders fan, 2128 from 8 years ago. So I was just at the post office. I didn't get my package in time, so I'm standing there in line, and some guy behind me, he's just sweating and shaking immensely. And then he looks at me and he says, "I'm so excited." And I asked why, and he said, because he's getting an autographed picture from this band, Head PE. I think he was on coke, but anyway, this band's pretty good.
It sounds like he was like about to shoot up the entire line. I'm so excited.
I work here.
It makes me horny how excited I am.
I'm getting a gun in the mail.
It's plastic.
Signed by Head PE.
That's also crackhead talk.
Oh, yeah.
To be like, I'm getting an autograph picture of me.
This is what you listen to while you're spray painting like the orange ends of a fake gun, so you can do a robbery.
Well, or this, Brandon Rogers from 8 months ago, listening, remembering old life, destroying cars and neighbors' property for fun just because they were asses.
Yeah.
So
All these YouTube commenters are just guys that killed cats growing up.
Yeah.
Well, this guy might be killing birds. Partha Constantopoulos from 2 years ago. Well, bird, I've been waiting. My sword is thirsty. I have the electricity and the language of birds. Soon the wind will be mine, and then the shadows. I bet you ain't flapping that beat, getting flippy at the lip afterwards. There is no fear here, bird. Just the demonstration of the word and power. Get some, bitch.
How old are these comments?
That one, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, so
okay.
during COVID, this dude's just sitting on the porch with a sword, chasing a bird around.
Still alive right now.
The bird doesn't exist. He's just chasing like the air with a sword.
Yeah. some higher
He
education on
doesn't have
planet
it.
Earth
This
for you.
sword doesn't exist. Nothing he mentioned exists.
Yeah.
Orange 87 2 months ago.
This is recent. This is 2 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, LMAO.
It's Rivers.
LMAO. I'm almost 30 now. I have 2 sons, and I was literally going to kill a bug in my house, and I was like, die, motherfucker, die! And then I remembered I used to jam out to Head PE. The boys didn't know Mama was a hardcore freak.
Yeah.
Your
They
mom
know
like-
your mama could take the whole dick. On first day, she got the nuts in her mouth. She just slid her mouth down.
Listening to Head PE. Tongue in the asshole from the front. Like a serpent.
Only word she said to me, she said, "Is this Head PD?"
Wait a minute. You didn't put on Head PE, did you?
This is ass eating wizard.
I have a feeling this guy is like constantly on the verge of telling his own kids, like, "Yo, you know how much of a freak your mom is."
Yeah.
Well, this is...
Yeah. She
can
stuck 2 fingers in my ass with acrylic nails on. Your mama a freak.
She love Head PE.
AK Rat Ash from 2 months ago.
One time your mom scratched my prostate off. She a freak. I can't even pee because your mama's so freak.
AK Rat Ash from 2 months ago. I remember the bass guy yelled at me at a show because I'm a fucking idiot. Ha ha. But sorry, this music is so fucking nice. I'd have to escalate.
Nice.
This is so fucking awesome.
I
I
have
love you
to
guys.
escalate.
So this guy got in a fight at the show, and the bass player was like, "Hey, motherfucker, knock it off!" And he was like, "Sorry, man, I gotta escalate when I hear Ed PE."
My man's using therapy talk to defend fighting.
Oh, dude. I bet this band's fan base is like a special kind of.
Yeah, he's just like, I
dickhead.
love having an Oedipus complex. It makes me fuck people up.
I can think of one person I know who likes Head PE, and they are fucking insane.
Okay.
Yeah, I texted Dr. Pat during this. I was like, I think everyone in this comment section is on meth.
Yeah.
Like, top to bottom.
I remember
this
Head
is for
PE.
people who are like, Kid Rock isn't conservative enough.
Oh, yeah.
Or Kid Rock's too political.
Yeah.
Or Kid Rock sold
Kid
out.
Rock,
Yeah.
Kid Rock believes in too much shit. Kid Rock needs to believe in nothing.
JJ Ride or Die from 12 years ago. I was in science and I was listening to this song. Some kid made a crack about my tight pants. I got up, put my iPod on the desk, and I punched him right across the fucking face. God damn, I love the things music do.
So that's a lie. That never happened.
Yeah. Some guy made a crack about it. You could see my dick was hanging out of my fly, so I whooped his ass.
I do like that it's timestamped.
Some guy made a crack about how there was shit on the front of my pants. So I beat the fuck out.
I do like that it's timestamped with an iPod reference.
Well, it's from 12 years
That's
ago.
what I mean, yeah.
How do you listen to an iPod so that somebody else is hearing
I
your
mean-
shitty Head PE song?
I mean, definitely iPod Mini.
Well, no, they said they were making fun of his tight pants, not the
Oh.
music. Yeah.
His tight pants with shit stains all over them.
Are you listening to that 9/11 band again? You old tight pants weirdo.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, let me listen to this. Oh, this is some tight pants music for sure.
QPH 420 from 13 years ago. Just found out my mom's boyfriend is a little cop calling bitch.
I wish Dad were still alive.
He says, I was going to break that fool's fucking neck, but then he locked himself in my mom's room. I would love to break the door down and fuck that fool up, but damn, my mom would get kicked out of her apartment. What the fuck shall I
What if all
do?
the replies to these comments are just their moms going, please call?
What shall I do, YouTube? It's a life or death situation, YouTube. What shall I do, YouTube?
This bitch is gonna call the cops, and I'm willing to do any
So he-
violent, crazy
So
thing.
the
I won't do anything crazy
yeah,
or violent, but I will not get in trouble for it.
The
I'm
horrifying
crazy,
chain of
though.
events. The horrifying chain of events is that there was about to be a domestic abuse thing like really happening. He listened to Renegade by Head PE to get psyched up by it.
To beat the shit out of his stepdad.
To
or the
beat the shit out of
boyfriend.
his stepdad, the cop calling little bitch,
Yeah.
and then he just left a comment.
Yeah.
He translated that rage into leaving a comment. comment on the video. I need to know what happened to that guy. How long ago was that? 13 years ago?
13 years ago, yeah.
2010?
Jared, oh, and by the way, the lead singer's name is Jared. Nexus Moon from 1 year ago. Jared, what's up, bro? I like the music.
Oh, shit. What's up,
He's
dude?
reading these. I like the music.
He probably is. Like
oh,
this,
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
This is where he gets his info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared.
Yeah. 9/11 never happened, and that guy's stepfather's a pussy.
What's up, bro? I like the music since I was young, LOL. Watch the cartoons and think of your fan in a cool way, mixed with the music. Play your favorite album. Turn off the sound to the cartoon.
Yeah.
So he's telling the lead singer of Pet P how to watch cartoons.
GPT, how to get mushrooms.
So his suggestion is to put on cartoons, mute it, and then play music.
Yeah.
So he's just drunk and stoned and can't focus on either one thing at the same time. I've been there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there.
Got a few more here. Blood Painter Wall Monster from 2 years ago. I'm antisocial and I hate everyone that tell me what to do.
It's like a Dr. Phil kid.
People are
I'm
scared.
antisocial. I smoke weed.
I hate my parents.
I fucking jerk off when I want to.
I'm 8 years old and I'm a father.
Yeah, I'm a father.
He says, people are scared of me because I listen to a lot of punk and metal. And this song is the anthem of people who are renegade and the hate of the world.
I am renegade and hate of the world.
Yeah, I am renegade. Become dead.
I renegade.
Destroyer.
I will tell bus driver to fuck you.
I put Oppenheimer on mute and listen to Renegade over and over again. Oppenheimer was the original Renegade.
We are literally making fun of a 13-year-old. I must imagine right now.
Yeah.
Well, how long ago was this comment, though?
Oh, good point. I don't know. 2 years ago.
Yeah, 15-year-old.
15-year-old. He's got a permit. He's a man. He's a grown man.
Yeah. He's got a permit. He's already driving drunk.
Now he's scaring people in new ways
I am-
rather
Yeah.
than listening to music.
I am renegading. He's listening to Head PE. He's got to be at least 32.
One time I was riding with a friend of mine when we were 15, and he fucking pulled. He like tried to play chicken with an ambulance.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
You want to die tonight?
Let's see. Disclaimer 5911 1 month ago. It's bizarre how many people are surprised when they hear Head
I just
P.
hear from the background everyone, motherfucker.
He says, these guys deserve more credit. I actually got on their bus at the Valerium Club here in Knoxville, and we smoked all of my weed. LOL. They got this beautiful bong that's like 3 feet tall on that bus. LOL. They are super cool people in person. Just offer them some local hydro, and you're on the bus. True story. I like the clarification. He says they smoked all of my weed.
Yeah.
Like Head P was just like, you holding, bro?
Yeah.
And they're like,
cooler if you
okay,
did.
yeah, we need to smoke all of your weed for you to hang out here. You can't just load up a bowl and chill, bro. You gotta smoke out the whole 9-member band.
Rec Rapone from 1 year ago. Yes, Jennifer, there were 15 of them and they attacked me. I was minding my own business, and the lead singer from Head PE, that's who he looked like, and he was talking shit to me as they walked up angrily at 2 a.m. over a keg of beer. Look, I accidentally kicked all his teeth out of his mouth barefoot before they beat me unconscious and left me in the street. Brad had to pull all the teeth out of my feet the next morning. We pulled teeth out of my feet, and I was yelling at Brad, Floyd, or Wilkes and you because you were pissed off. And I didn't call because Brad had phone sex on our phone for 9 hours, and he passed out on the phone sex
For
call.
9 hours?
Yeah. Yeah. I left that out of the story. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I am the most dangerous man on earth. I am little Jennifer's first husband. I am little Jim. They don't let me out. Is that soft enough? I didn't tell my Jennifer that either. Sure, y'all know you got it wrong, and then somebody told, and Head PE rapped a song, and they mentioned my fight, but not quite right.
That guy's 5 feet tall and on meth.
Tweaked. That guy's tweaked.
Yeah,
Hard.
absolute
So
tweak.
this guy fought a guy who looked like the guy from Head PE, and then now somehow...
No, this did not happen. This did not happen.
But somehow he thinks that the guy who looked like Head PE told the real Head PE, and now this song is about the fight that he kicked his teeth out, I think, is what we're talking
you know
about.
when you kick someone in the face barefoot and their teeth get stuck in your foot
your
till
foot?
the next
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
And then your friend has to pull pulled someone else's teeth out of your foot.
On a having phone sex for 9 hours.
There was a lot in that one. I love that one.
That is meth behavior.
Also, that comment was from too recently for anybody to be sharing a landline with anyone to hold up the line for 9 hours having phone sex.
It might have been one of those
93.
flip phones from the 7-Eleven. You never know.
I don't know. Head PE
yeah.
just inspires this guy to be creative on the comments.
And finally, Unsane 7188 from
Hell
2
yeah.
years ago.
Hell yeah.
If me and my homie don't get squared away today, then it's on, which means I will have to go and track him down. This is the song that will be playing if I have to do so.
Oh, no.
I'd still rather have my money back, but I'm hoping for the best.
fair.
But if not, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
When
Can we hear a normal comment though?
There aren't any.
There aren't
the
any.
normal comments
Yeah,
are
the
just
normal
like,
comments
I
are-
like this song. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this song. It reminds me of when I was 15. Anyway.
The
Yeah, yeah.
normalist comments on these were like, he's he claims to be against the New World Order, but he supports Hillary Clinton or something. I don't know. But anyway, that.
Does he support Hillary Clinton, or does he just think she has a fat ass?
Yeah, that's true. Well, in 2011, that was his position. He may have changed in 2016. Who knows? It was weird times for sure.
Yeah.
But at any rate, that is Head PE with their song Renegade, our jam of the week. Shane Bianchi, where can people find you online?
At Shane Bianchi Comedy, I post like 1 or 2 jokes a week, but a lot of times it's just multiple jokes that I've already posted. It's all cynical. It's just posting online is just all cynical. It's like, how can I get more followers so people will book me in Los Angeles?
Hey, well,
You got to get in the algorithm. You got to get in there and you got to stay in there.
Yeah,
You're doing
yeah.
a great job. I enjoy your
I do
your,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
following,
you. September 21st, I'm doing a show at the Mexican Village in Koreatown. If you're in the Los Angeles area,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people on it. It should be good. It should be a good show.
What time does that start?
7 or 8.
Okay.
Just follow me at Shane Bianchi Comedy and look at my Instagram stories. I'll post.
And every
shit.
Tuesday at 7:15.
Yeah. Every Tuesday at 7:15 at the Mexican Village, there's an open mic, and there's also a Friday open mic I run at the Clubhouse at 6:30.
And you're on Skankfest too. When is that happening?
September 28th to the 2nd or something.
Nice. In Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah. You want to come by? Fucking gamble.
Yeah.
City of Sin.
Hell yeah.
Sin City.
We got some people in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, also check out. I did a show at the Artisan in Vegas. It's like a fucking It's basically a swingers hotel. It's the creepiest place I've ever been in my life.
I actually have some friends who stayed there without realizing what it was.
Yeah.
And then we're like, Carter, where can people find you online?
Carter_Glasscock on X and Instagram. I'm not even on X. You can just catch me on Instagram, and I write reviews for New Noise Magazine.
Hell yeah. Sam, where can people find you online?
Slam Harder, Twitter, Sam Harder 666, Instagram, other stuff probably. Just Google my name. I'm not the soccer player. The Sam Harder soccer player. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, look up the Sam Harder that has the least accomplishments, and you'll find it.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually a good way to narrow down the search results.
For basically anyone.
Anyone in this room.
Anyone we know, really.
Well, I happen to be the only Rivers Langley on Earth, and that's where you can find me at Rivers Langley on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads. Someday I will post on those latter two. I just hit 400 followers on Threads. I hadn't posted shit, and I hadn't followed nobody. So take that.
It's because
Threads.
It's because when you sign up,
Yeah, I know.
you can just auto follow everybody.
Everybody.
I'm unfollowing Rivers right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
shit.
ahead. September 29th, come see me at Build Space in Altadena with Chris Fairbanks, Guy Branham, Ed Greer, and more. That show starts at 9 p.m. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Every episode ever, youtube.com/TheGoodsPod. Buy a shirt. We got new merch up at prowrestlingtees.com/TheGoodsPod. Best way to support the show, head to patreon.com/TheGoodsPod. Second best way to support the show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, daddy, we're going to get a robot to feed you a bad mushroom. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.